Hi, and welcome to my kitchen. My name's Glenda Britton. I'm a registered holistic nutritionist and I specialize in mental health. Today we're going to be making something so you'll be ready for the holidays. Something sweet, something chocolatey, and something that feeds your brain. Here we are, the Glenda Michelle YouTube channel. If you like this kind of content, make sure you give us a thumbs up and subscribe below. Not only does this recipe give your brain the nutrients it needs to feel fantastic, but it's also so easy and you don't even have to bake it. We're going to make some little energy boosting chocolate balls. You may have seen this kind of recipe before, but just stick with me till the end so you'll know why this particular recipe is so good for your brain function. Now with this recipe you can use any kind of nuts you like, but I really like to use cashews and walnuts. Cashews are a great source of vitamin B6, which helps with the production of that mood-enhancing serotonin in your brain. Plus it's a really good source of magnesium, which is known as the chill mineral. So we really want a little bit more chill, a little bit mood enhancing, go for the cashews. And then we're also going to be using walnuts, which have essential fatty acids. You're probably always hearing me talk about essential fatty acids. If you don't remember, essential fatty acids help to lower inflammation. We're not just talking about the inflammation that you might have in your knee. We're talking about inflammation that can travel from the gut to the brain, exacerbating symptoms of anxiety and depression and that kind of thing. So we're going to be using cashews and walnuts. So here we go. We're also going to be using dates. Dates are a low glycemic fruit. They're not the same as a dried fruit because they actually come off the tree looking like a dried fruit. These are a great sweetener to help avoid the ups and downs of blood sugar imbalance, which of course can lead to all kinds of things like cravings and anxiety and mood swings and even disrupted sleep. So dates are the only sweetener that we are going to be using in this recipe. Here we go. Just so you know, we're using the S blade in the food processor. Give it a quick whirl, pulse it a couple times until it has a good mealy consistency. That looks good. So once the dates and the walnuts and cashews are blended up nicely, then we can just add in the rest of the ingredients. Super easy. I'm going to use some almond cashew butter. You can use any kind of nut butter you like. I prefer almond or hazelnut or cashew over peanut butter. Then we're going to be using the chocolate. This is raw cacao. Now, raw cacao has something called anandamide in it. And anandamide helps to stimulate the bliss chemical in your brain. So it is a bit of a mood booster. I'm putting a whole tablespoon of mood-enhancing raw cacao. Raw cacao also is a great source of antioxidants. And then I'm using about a tablespoon of any kind of nut, milk, or dairy that you can tolerate. Just put a tiny little bit in, and then we're going to put a pinch of good quality sea salt, and then a little bit of a really good quality vanilla extract. Then we're going to give it a whirl on supersonic speed. Make sure that nothing is sticking to the sides. One more quick whirl. You could blend it more, but I like it with texture. And I just take a measuring tablespoon and scoop it up, a tablespoon at a time, because we want them to be this sort of uniform in shape and size. And roll it up. This is something the kids can help you do. Kids usually love doing this kind of thing. You could roll it in a little cinnamon or raw cacao, but I like using coconut flakes, unsweetened coconut flakes. And there you have it. They look so nice. Now I'm going to be putting it on a baking sheet that's got a piece of parchment paper on it. Again, we won't be baking these. We're just going to be popping them either into the freezer or the fridge, depending on how long you want to leave it to set. These will be ready in about 20 minutes in the freezer, an hour or so in the fridge. And once they're set, you can put them in an airtight container and leave them in the fridge or freezer for quite a while. But believe me, they won't last. Voila! These energy boosting chocolate balls have so many benefits. They have the magnesium, which is calming, the B6, which helps stimulate serotonin production. Plus it has the anandamide from the raw cacao for the bliss chemical. I really hope that this holiday season that you be gentle with yourself. Make sure you have some yummy foods, some yummy go-to foods that not only feed you in a healthy way, but in an emotional way too, right? Sometimes we all need a little extra sweetness in our lives. I hope you all have a healthy, happy holiday season. See you in 2021.